that they didn't know all the victims and they couldn't tell you no information. But as soon as they find out the dude's black and he's a rapper, now they know all the information. We're gonna go in, but before I do, we're gonna do a little something different. I know it's not the morning drip, but I found the morning drip intro and I like it. So let's get hyped. We'll be right back on Keep It P Podcast.
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
I want to send a congratulations to TZ Von, Savage, and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P Podcast. Be one to play us.
Keep it P, man. From the P Mountain itself, the Bishop John Magic Juan, chairman of the board of famous players everywhere. You dig? Church.
Thank you for being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P. That's P the Ghost LOXD Block. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage, and Jay Lava. Love is love. Go Soldier Soul.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
Out the dresser. Boom. Yeah, that's a hype little intro, man. I'm sorry, man. I like that intro. It's not 8:30, but I mean, can't you appreciate a beat like that? This is Jay Lava with the Keep It P Podcast, where we take news situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And you know I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think when you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black racist war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media. Then you got the Democrats and the Republicans, both bipartisan, super saying 94-1 on the crime bill and $450,000 to illegal people who tried to sneak into the country and threw their kids over the wall. And talking about giving more reparations and goodies to Native Americans, and Sheila Jackson Lee heading up combating the wealth gap between LGBT. And I mean, come on, man. Yes, it's tight out here. You right? So you better watch and recognize where your votes is going to and things like that. Let me get to the yes sir I can take my other self out of there. So all of a sudden now they got all type of information, so let's see how they're gonna slight and skew this story to tailor fit, you know, their narrative of, you know, this, that, and the other at the parade. Hold on, let me see where I put that article at. Or actually, let me see here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share, and that subscribe. And that like button, you know, help share with other people on the algorithm. So make sure you do that. And then, boom. It says officials on Monday identified 5 people in the Christmas parade massacre in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Authorities also announced homicide charges against the man who was allegedly behind the wheel. Now, I say there probably was some mental illness or something like that. Now, I need more facts to come out, is what I'm saying now. But it say Tamara Duran, 52. It says Wilman Hospital, 81. Jane Kulik, 52. Leanne Owens, 71. And Virginia Swanson, 79. Rest in peace to the victims. Says authorities also publicly identified Darrell E. Brooks, 39, as a suspect and said they recommended 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. Now, see, look how quick they is to get to the charges. Ain't no pussyfooting around, reckless endangerment of the vehicle or, what I'm saying, negligent homicide or nothing. They saying he intentionally, you did it, nigga. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. You're going straight down. Shit's terrible. Says now described as an SUV as being a maroon and opposite red and opposed to red. Authorities said Brooks drove on purpose into barricades of people at the city's Christmas parade, 4:39 p.m. Sunday afternoon. At least 48 people sustained injuries, with 2 children in critical condition. Authorities remained vague about the details citing the ongoing case, but Thompson said that there are disturbances between Brooks and other persons and another location before the massacre. There is no information about the suspect knowing anyone in the parade. He said the chief said that it was not terrorism and that the authorities are not pursuing Brooks. Were not pursuing Brooks in the Christmas parade when the tragedy took place. Law enforcement sources previously told NBC News that the investigation they were looking into whether the driver was fleeing a knife fight. Now all of a sudden they want to say it's a knife fight. How you know? That's what I'm saying. An officer opened fire at the suspect recklessly, and the crowd could hit people and all that, didn't care. At the suspect vehicle attempted to stop it, but the officer had to stop because all the nearby people, Thompson said. Brooks faced a separate pending case. Charges include resisting or obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, and battery, filed on November 5th. Look at, they want to demonize him. Now, we just did another case where Cuz stabbed his mom and his dad. He had previous charges, but they didn't say nothing about this. But they wanted to make sure they let you know that he had resisting, obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, battery on November 5th. Attorney in the case did not immediately respond for a comment. They never do. The investigation continues. City officials, what's up, Mom, asked people to submit personal footage of the suspect's vehicle in the parade route, fleeing the scene so they can have more information to fry my man's on. You see that? They asking for the public to get involved. So what did we learn here, kids? We learned that they will withhold the information until they find out your ass is black. And then when your ass is found out as black, then they got to tell you about, and notice how they selectively told you about the older people in the crowd that was killed and the younger people in the crowd that was killed. Everybody else in the middle was marginal, but they wanted to make sure that they imprinted on your mind, you killed some old people and some young people. You see that? You see that? In another article I was reading, they was calling him a rapper. I'm surprised they didn't allude to the fact of his illustrious rap career in this here article, but they've done it already. They also got numbers and emails where you can call and give information. They want all the testimony. They want all the footage on my man's. Now, I remember a case happening in Minnesota where a guy ran over some people at a bus stop, and they withheld information and pussyfooted around on anything, see? But that's because the driver was white. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm definitely gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. 4 words. Make sure that you join us on Patreon tonight for the exclusive Keep It P Raw. Also, make sure that you grab a shirt. What shirt? This shirt. Dope shirt. No anti-black racism now. That's what you need, shawty. And we gonna be on Keep It P Raw a little bit later. This is what it looked like. Keep It P Raw picture for you. So come join me later on Keep It P Raw, where you can get that raw, uncut, unfiltered, black first talk for B1 writers. It's a closed forum, so we ain't got to worry about what we saying in mixed company. You You feel me? Other than that, I got 4 words that'll leave you with. Love, peace. Listen from the top. Bird and Amalo. I see y'all at Elf. If you want to have one, and you already use it. What up? Hey, you know, I was in the car with a nigga one day, and I played a song. He was like, "Is that?" He was like, "Nigga, I was in jail. That nigga like the cute niggas with that on the yard, nigga. I used to." I forgot what his name is, man. He's like, first what the fuck you do? Oh, that rhyme. That nigga said, "Keep it." Bring it back. Bring it back.
Small fish, big appetite, get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas in his light bright, got big balls in a good pipe. One call it
Wave, then you could just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was faith, it was faith. I was in this bitch and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'm a change.
yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center.
Which I grew up living life, which I knew, standing on my toes, graduated with my honors. TPC scientific, getting to what's the plan C? Throw the kickback, sit back, throwing kicks on, giving Chris a flow.
Music TV.